Well, yeah, to put it simply, feminism has damaged relationships between men and women. As I said before, it's because feminism as an ideology is based on an insidious lie that there is no difference between men and women, and that we should be expected to act exactly the same way, and that's why there's no way to be a good enough feminist.
Push your mic that way.
Good enough, yeah.
That way.
As OCD.
No. Essentially, feminism asks women to be second-rate men.
I think any brand of feminism that's trying to get women to like replicate some of like the more toxic, I guess, aspects of like masculinity is not really positive or whatever, but I think it's a little bit of a straw man or like uncharitable to say that feminism is just the belief that like men and women are completely equal in all respects. I think it's about acknowledging those differences but saying that they're not enough to argue against equality.
Okay, but you're strawmanning right now.
Equality between men and women. I'm just disagreeing with her.
It's a political liberation movement, and I think what it's asking for is women to be liberated from their own nature. And
I mean,
if we're bringing it back to dating, this means that men can't take their natural role in dating anymore. They can't be the pursuers. They can't be the leaders. They can't be heads of households in a society where men and women are expected to have the same goals.
You say that, but you're in a long-term relationship, right? You said 1 year?
Yeah.
Right? And then you were saying, like, professionally, that you feel like you have, like, more masculine tendencies that make you good, and that you're like, I see the difference between myself, like, professionally and personally, right?
Sure.
I feel like feminism is the thing that has enabled you to be able to have a career path and also be able to enjoy like a long-term relationship. I think you're living proof that it's not one or the other, that you can have this sort of like mainstream career and you can also have a personal relationship, and that doesn't come at the expense of one another.
But my point is that most women are not suited to that, to prioritize careers, because most women don't have the traits like more assertiveness or higher disagreeability and the ability to negotiate, advocate for themselves.
So you're saying you just think you're like...
These are not things that come naturally to women.
Then why do you have them?
Because exceptions to rules exist.
I don't think that you're just exceptional in that sense. I think there's lots of women who are equally as like, you know, forward or like confident and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's plenty of women like... I didn't catch her name.
Oh, Lauren.
I feel like Lauren is a perfect example of like a woman who is perfectly capable of holding her own, and like these discussions like this, like coming into this like kind of more hostile environment or whatever, because like as a sex worker, especially like with Brian's personal views. So
you're saying that the minority here is the majority, and what Mary's saying is that the exception doesn't make the rule. So that's how I'm saying. I just
think it's hypocritical for you to say that you don't really support, like you think that feminism is toxic, but I'm saying that like feminism is the thing that's kind of enabled you to have the freedom
feminism ruined relationship literally.
So
like we didn't say that we're supporting it.
1 second, Josie. Would you rather just be able to stay at home and raise kids and not really have to make money by doing this? Or would you rather do this and have the kids and the home life? What would you prefer?
Having marriage and children is absolutely my ultimate goal in life and what I will prioritize, and I will never prioritize my career over that. So if there is a way to do a career on the side that does not hurt my ability to take care of my kids and pay attention to the quality of my marriage, then sure, I'll do that.
So I think the goal of feminism was to make it so that women could do what she's doing. Mm-hmm. But what happened with feminism is it made it so that women have to make money. Women have to be in the workforce now. Before feminism, it was they could stay at home and you could live off of one income, but now women have to work, and women are also being pushed to work. Mm-hmm. And so it's
like they're not being presented with the possibility of
there
being
was like
a
never a point in like American society at the very least where like there was women were completely left out of the workforce. Like even in like World War II, like women stepped up to like be in. But you said there used to be a time where like women would stay at home and child rear, and then their husband would go off and do that. Well, you were making it sound like it was the majority of women. There was never a time where like there weren't working class women who were raising families and also holding jobs.
Let her talk.
I do think that, you know, what I'm beginning to understand about feminism, there's degrees of it. And I think that certain degrees of it, okay. And then when, you know, the thermometer goes up way too hot, it's like, it's very inspiring to see ladies, you know, like you and like you, be able to you know how I said like for people who feel voiceless, women who feel voiceless in that, it's very inspiring to hear from you guys and be like, no, they're saying that there's a fault here in feminism. It's not just all feminism in general. There's a fault in certain, if you go too far, you tell them they went too far. And I like that as a woman, because it's like, okay, I'm not crazy, because I'm always told as being how I am, you're crazy, just shut up, and hearing that from you guys, like, okay, I'm not crazy. Like there's a thermometer of feminism.
Stop the cap.
Okay, maybe a little crazy.
Just a little bit. All right, let me move things on. Okay.